ពីការស្ដាប់ធម៌ទេសនាដោយគោរពសូមអនុមោទនា
So today I am responsible for delivering a sermon on the 4 requisite ceremony. The ceremony that family of Mrs. Kamlai doing now is called 4 requisite ceremony. You can see the package that is packed and put on the table over there. Even though we have 5 packages for the month, but we still call the name of ceremony as 4 requisite ceremony, because in the package there are main 4 things. That is clothes like robe of the monk, and also food, and also shelter like a slipper considered as shelter, and also medicine. So these 4 things are called 4 requisites, and these 4 requisites are very important for our lives. All human beings live depend on these 4 requisites. Like clothes, you cannot live without clothes, right? Even though the monk need to wear the robe, yellow robe like this, and also food. All human beings live depend on food. Like the Buddha said, Sappe satta ahara tettika. It means all living beings live depend on food. Without food, they cannot survive. They will die. And number 3 is shelter. Shelter like the house, your home, and so on. And here it's called monk's quarter. So all living beings need to live with shelter. Without shelter, they cannot live very happily. They will suffer from hot weather, cold weather, and so on. And the last requisite is called medicine. There are a lot of medicine, traditional medicine and scientific medicine. Because when we have the body, when we have the form, we sometimes suffer from sickness or disease. So we need to live depend on this medicine to cure our sickness or disease. That's why in Buddhism, consider these 4 requisites as the 4 fundamental needs of human being. And these 4 requisites, we can do it to the monks or even to our parents. For the monk, we need to buy the robe and offer food to them, or give them the shelter or medicine. But for your parents, you need to buy the clothes, and you need to give them delicious food on some special occasion, and you also need to give them shelter or slipper to wear and so on, and so give them some medicine. Okay? That is the thing that children need to do toward their parents. And this ceremony, even though it is called 4 requisite ceremony, but it also included as Katanyu Kata Vuthy ceremony. Katanyu means one who remember or recognize the good thing done by others. And Kata Vuthy means one who know that someone has done good deed to him or her, and she or he need to pay gratitude toward them. Like you now, son, daughters, grandson, and granddaughters have performed this ceremony for your parents as well as for the monk, just to pay gratitude to them. Why your parents should be respected? Because you know, when you were young, you cannot survive by yourself. You live depend on your parents. Your parents give you the meal, give you the clothes, give you the good education, and also arrange marriage for you when you grow up. And so sometimes your parents give you some property after arranging marriage. You know? That's why you need to know about the virtue of parents and need to pay gratitude to them. Okay? Not only that, parents also call like a person who has obtained four names by the Buddha. I mean, the Buddha give four names to the parents. It means parents is like a Brahma. Number one, Brahma is like a celestial being in heaven, and it has four faces. It has four faces. But according to Buddhism, it refers to the four sublime states of the Dhamma. Number one, loving kindness. It means metta in Pali language. It means half love and half kindness. So the parents have such kind of loving kindness toward their children. Half love and half kindness to the children. And then number two, compassion. It means in Pali language karuna. Means parents feel compassionate toward the children. If the children live in poor condition or very miserable condition, parents always feel compassionate toward the children and want them to be happy and be better from all kinds of dangers and misery. And if the children become rich person, healthy person, and the mind of the parent will be very, very happy. No jealous of the children. That is number two. Number three, we call in Pali language mudita. In English means appreciative joys or sympathetic joys. It means that parents have very soft mind. He or she always wish the children to be rich person, to be healthy person, and their minds not jealous of them too. Always wish the children to be better person in life, and even better than them. Okay? Number three. Number four, we call upekha in Pali language. In English means indifferent or equanimity. It means that the mind of parents are not biased to any children, even the son or daughter. Means parents love the children, son and daughter equally. They don't love only the daughter but hate the son, no like that. They love the children equally. Okay? No bias mind. That's why the Buddha said that parents are like the Brahma. And the other thing the Buddha called parents are like the foremost teacher. Parents are foremost teacher. Foremost teacher means teacher before other teachers. Because the parent teach you when you were young, you don't know how to create. Parent teach you how to create. You don't know how to walk. Parent teach you how to walk. And when you grow up, parent teach you how to speak, like how to call your mom, auntie, daddy, and so on. And when you are even more grow up, they teach you how to speak properly with person in society, know how to respect the old person, the monk, and so on. Yeah. They teach you how to speak, to do the very proper speak to all kind of person. That is called foremost teacher. The other teacher is called Pachacha in Pali language. Pachacha means the teacher who teach you after your parents. Like the teacher teach you at school in Pali language are called Pachacha. Means that teacher take responsibility to teach you after your parents. They just teach you the worldly knowledge, how to earn your the job, earn money, and so on. But they don't teach you the basic knowledge of human being. That's why the Buddha called other teacher Pachacha, means teacher after your parents. Okay? And number 3, the Buddha called parents are like deity. Or we call foremost deity. Means deity before other deity. Your parents are like deity before other deity. We call angel sometimes. Okay? Because parents protect their children since they were in their womb. Like when you concept in your mother's womb, your parents take care of you very well. Like the mother don't eat spicy food or salty food, and she need to walk very carefully, and for the father to take care the wives very well when they have conception. Okay? That's why parents are called foremost deity, means deity before the deity who protects human being. Okay? And the last ones, the Buddha gave the name to parents as Ahunaya. Ahunaya means the person who are worthy of respect by the children. Like your parents today, you pay respect to them in front of the Buddha image. Just pay respect to them, especially pay respect to the virtue of parents. You know, like God to give you the life. That's why you need to pay respect to them. According to Buddhism, parents are considered as God at home. You know, the Buddha or the God in the temple or in the church, just other kind of God that also should be respected. But parents are considered as God at home. If the children, sons and daughters, pay respect to the parent, they also can accumulate merit the same as paying respect to the God in the temple or in the church. They can accumulate the same thing. So that's why we need to do both good things, like paying respect to parents and paying respect to God in the temple or in the church, or especially paying respect to the Buddha image you can accumulate great merit in your mind too, because it is a kind of wholesome deed, a good deed that you need to do for your life. Okay? And you know, because parents take care of you with many kinds of food, so when they're getting old, you also need to provide them with food, clothes, medicine, and so on. Even though before you bring the food to offer to the monk, you can share some part of them with your parent before bringing that food to the temple. You know, I give you one story. In the Buddha lifetime, the children only pay attention to do good deed with the monk, but they forget to do good deed with their parents. Like one day, a son, he has like a bunch of banana, a bunch of ripened banana. When his old parents feel very hungry, and that parent want to eat that banana, that ripened banana, but the son said that, oh, you should not eat this kind of banana before the monk because you can commit sin. Yeah? Not good. So I need to bring this ripened banana to the monk at the temple. But when he came to the temple, he met the Buddha. And the Buddha asked him, before you bring this ripened banana to me, have you given it to the God at home? The God at your home? He said, no, I cannot find any God in my home. So the Buddha told him to bring that banana to home again and to find the God and give one of banana to that God. But when the son went back home, he did not see any God at home. When he bring the banana to and fro, the banana touch the door, of the home, and then it dropped one of them. It made them drop one of them. And then, because of the banana is dropped, the son picked up that banana, give to his mother. And then he went back to the temple again. When the Buddha see that, oh, one of the banana is already lost, and the Buddha asked him, where is that one of the banana? He said that because of that banana is dropped, that's why I give it to my mother. And then the Buddha said, that is your God at home. Your mother, your father is your God at home. If you worship them by giving them the food or any kind of fruit, you also can accumulate merit like giving to the monk. That's why he know, oh, that also called God. Parent is also God. Parents are considered as arahanta. Arahanta means that the same person or the person should be respected by the children. We call like a noble person. Noble person means person who is very high virtues and should be paying respect by the children. When you pay respect to the parents, you also can get merit. The same as paying respect to other arahanta. Parents are called arahanta. Arahanta means the person who has no defilements in their minds. But parents are called arahanta with defilements. Even though the children pay respect to them, but they still can get a lot of merit because they have a lot of good virtue toward the children. Okay? So I just give you the brief description according to Buddhist tradition to you. And there are many kinds of quality of the parent, like parent forbid you not to do bad thing, parent give you the advice to do the good thing. Parents give you how to learn, to get education, and so on. That's why when you grow up, you need to pay respect to them and pay gratitude to them, like manage some affair on their behalf. Take care of them when they are old. Okay? And you should maintain honor and good tradition of your family. And also you should do good deeds to your departed person, like father or mother, grandfather and father and grandmother and so on. That thing we need to do on behalf of the children. So I just tell you the brief sermon today. So I would like to finish or to end. But before finishing my sermon or talk, I would like to wish you good luck and obtain 4 kinds of Buddha blessing. That is long life or longevity, vana, good complexion, sukha, with pleasure, happiness, and whatever you wish, you can obtain it as you like. May you be happy, wealthy, and prosperous in life. Thank you.
สาธุสาธุสา